Hello there! It's been a while since my last video. I have been in a kind of, I would like to call it a creative phase because that's what it feels like. I have been taking a lot of art courses, I have been reading a lot, painting a lot, writing a lot. So I have been pretty much full-time in my everything journal. This is a Moleskine expanded. And the more time I spent in this notebook, the less I felt like, working with my bullet journal or my planner. So I didn't know how to come back to this channel and keep making videos when I wasn't sure where I was in terms of planning. Yeah, because I wasn't going to make, a September cover or a full August setup when I was not even in this notebook anymore, and I wasn't working with a planner or anything. I was just spreading my dailies through different places, and I kept my monthly spread in here. So in terms of planning, I have been kind of all over the place, and thank God I had these Hobonichi weeks. I got it at the beginning of the year because I loved this cover. Just because of that. When 2024 started, I didn't know exactly how I was going to use this notebook. I started using it kind of like a regular journal, but I just had it because I liked it. So as I started playing with different notebooks to see what felt like it worked for my dailies, to keep, track of my appointments and my events, I started using this as an actual planner. And my dailies, they have been all over the place. In July, I started experimenting with field notes, where I would have my schedule and some to-dos, and this worked for a while, but I wanted to be less structured. I didn't want to have to set up anything, so many of my dailies are scattered in this notebook. And I saw this as an opportunity to finish some of my notebooks. For example, this one. I finished this one. I have many of my dailies in here. This one is done. This one is almost done. I got halfway through this one. What else? This is a Hobonichi date-free notebook. This one is from 2022. Again, lists, some dailies. So most of July, my dailies were all over the place. Some of them were in here, some of them in here, some in here, and some in here. Kind of chaotic, but this kept me grounded. So it kind of worked. I mean, I didn't have a situation where I forgot to do something or I forgot an appointment or an event thanks to this notebook. So in August, I thought, well, if I'm spending most of my time in this notebook, why not, keep everything in here? So in August, I did this monthly spread, and I love it. I like doing my monthlies like this, just a calendar, and then my events and appointments, and then my, monthly master list, if you will. I did the same thing in September, where I have main events and then some to-dos, and this grows as the month progresses, and this really, really works. I'm not doing every single week in here in this notebook, only the weeks where I need to clear my head, because here I have several days off and I want to make the most out of those days, so I need to see my weeks, and then I will write down lists of the things I want to get done. So that will be my next step. Today is the 7th, September 7th. So this is a week, the 2 coming weeks. That's what I need to sit down and go through my list and then decide when I want to do each item on my list. So that's basically my planning. If I look at my notebook, I have my monthly. Here I have my most current daily to-dos, and here I have my weeklies. And my planning tabs are very different from my other tabs in this notebook, as you can see. So monthlies, daily, weekly. And these tabs are for things I want to, you know, go back to, like just important notes that I want to find easily. And that's pretty much it. This is my everything journal. I'm still using it kind of the same way I have been using my 2 previous everything journals. I guess the main difference is I had been working with old Moleskine planners. These ones are from 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. So these 2 are from 2014. They were on sale, and what I love about working with an old planner is that it has this calendar that I can use as an index. And this is Chef's Kiss, just perfect. Because in these notebooks I have many things I want to go back to, like short stories, thoughts, essays, even drawings. Yeah. So the index is essential for me in these kinds of notebooks. This one is a blank notebook. I wanted to try doing my everything journal in a blank notebook. I have been loving it, I have to admit. Even though I had to make my own index by hand. But it really works for me, doing it this way. Rather than, you know, what you have in a Leuchtturm, where you just write the page number and what you have. You know, you don't write down all your pages, but I like seeing those breaks. For example, I like seeing this chunk because I have an idea of what I have in this blank space. So I like seeing those spaces and see for how long each note goes. Yeah, this really works for me. It takes time. For my future everything journals, I will definitely prefer an outdated planner, so I don't have to do this. But I mean, with this one I was lucky enough to get a unicorn Moleskine. I think that's what Seaweed Kisses called it, when you get a Moleskine that has kind of a better quality, paper quality. So I found one with the blue quality sticker, quality control sticker, and the paper in here, oh my god, it is smooth. It is so nice. Even touching it feels different. And over here, yeah, I have my fountain pen. So I let my kid scribble in my notebook. We also play tic-tac-toe. These are fountain pens, and there is some bleed through with this blue one. I don't remember which ink this is. I think it's diamine. But I just know which pen it is in my stack of pens. But I mean, this side of the page is totally usable. I can still write over here. And if I go through my paintings, I have used mixed media. So for example, here I have this painting. This is gouache, and you know, this yellow is not going through this side. You can barely see it over here. I was able to paint on both sides, which is great. Even this paint is not going through this side. And over here, so this is watercolor, and this side of the page is useless. Not only because of the black marker, but you can see every single color I used on this side. So yeah, So, I mean, I made my peace with the fact that Moleskine paper is not fantastic for mixed media, to say the least. I just like this notebook so much. I'm very much okay with this. And the thing with me, with Moleskine, you know, when I want to really use fountain pens on mixed media, I do have the notebooks for that. But there's something about this brand, and you know, the brand that got me into journaling was Moleskine. I started with the Cahiers Moleskine notebooks. Those are the ones that come in a pack of 3 and they're slimmer. Something about those notebooks helped me really get into the habit of having a notebook with me and writing things down. And there's this huge element of nostalgia when it comes to Moleskine for me. And so I have been loving these notebooks. I love that they have 400 pages. I get them on sale. So these two, they were on sale in a local bookstore where I live, and they were $10, which is very much, I mean, I'm okay with that. The Moleskine Expanded usually sells for like $40, $50. So $10 seemed very reasonable. So yeah, I have been working with this blank notebook, and I have the same things I have in here. I have paintings, sketches, short stories, essays, many random thoughts, notes on things I find interesting, many of dailies like to-do lists, master lists, all of that. What else? Oh, this is another spread. For example, this side of the page has lots of paint. This is gouache. And when I did it, it was very wet, and I thought it would definitely bleed through, but it didn't. As you can see, this is a full page. Like, this red is not coming to this side. So I'm very impressed with the paper in this Moleskine. And I got another one on Amazon on sale, but it didn't have the same paper quality. So I'm hoping I stumble upon another unicorn. Seaweed Kisses shared that she found many Moleskines with good paper on Amazon in their 2024 planners, the daily planners. And I checked if they had the same sale in Mexico. They had it for 1 day because I had been checking daily, and I was able to get 2 Moleskine daily planners for $5, which is, wow, really good. So I hope those ones have the good paper quality, because the one where is it? Yeah. So the other one I got, this one I bought it months ago. It was for $10, I think. Which is, I mean, I'm willing to pay $10 for a good blank notebook, but just by touching at the paper, I know it's not the same. I haven't done a pen test, but just touching the paper, it does not feel as wonderful as this one. This is just, wow, smooth. And this one feels kind of dry, but anyway. At least it has the soft cover. All the ones I have are hard covers, so I'm excited about working with a soft cover. I like having this in front. This is from Linda Barry's syllabus notebook. And this is a page from her notebook. This is a photocopy where she writes a list of things that you can write down in your notebook. Drawings, things you find, observations, doodles, articles, receipts, photos, quotes, dreams, predictions, sketches, rants, vows, insults, autographs, everything. So I like this reminder. And I have many creative exercises that I found in Linda Barry's book. Where is it? This one. I highly recommend this if you want to get into the habit of creative expression, daily creative expression. You don't have to want to be an artist or a writer, but if you want to have the habit of daily creative expression, I think this is a great place to start. She has very good ideas, recommendations, and exercises. I just love it. I love her style. I love her philosophy. Highly recommend this book. And this photocopy is from this book, and I intend to keep this with every journal I use. This is another exercise, but this one is from this book. I also highly recommend this book if you want to, start drawing, but, not like an expert. Just be able to express yourself in a graphic way. And he has this exercise where you just make small doodles and you play with black paper and white paper. So that's what I did. I did some characters. I did my grid to play with more characters, and this is kind of a work in progress. So each time I go to a coffee shop, I look for someone and then I try to do a doodle of that person. And I feel bad because I know many of you follow me because you like my bullet journaling style. And the thing is, right now, I don't know if I will go back to a bullet journal. At least for the rest of the year, I know I will be working with my everything journals. And if that interests you, I can continue making videos on my Moleskine expanded notebooks. This one is getting quite chunky. It's not the chunkiest, I think. I think this one is the chunkiest. Well, I still have this much to finish, so we'll see when I finish. But I'm just really enjoying this process. It makes me very, very happy. And in terms of planning, I feel like I'm set. Events and appointments. Here I see my to-do lists, and this one moves a lot. Well, every single day this one moves to a different page. My weeklies, my monthly, and just lots of room for creative expression. And I'm truly enjoying this. It kind of sucked that I didn't find a postcard for this cover. I really liked using postcards in my previous journals. And many people asked me where I got these two. They are postcards I found at local coffee shops. And I really like that because it shows where I've been. But I didn't find one that I really liked for this one. So I found this picture in my stack of ephemera and I just went with it. And I am still working with my Hobonichi Han, the A5. I think that will be in a video on its own because that has also been a very experimental notebook. Fun one. I mean, I've been truly enjoying it, but it's quite different from this, I think. So I guess that could be my next video, my Hobonichi Han and then my Hobonichi order. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to how to continue. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'll see you in the next one.